So welcome to your practice. Come on into child's pose and go ahead and extend your arms as far forward as you can. And if your forehead doesn't meet your mat, go ahead and use a block underneath your forehead, just to give a little bit more support around the neck and shoulders. And then with your next exhale, let your hips sink further back towards your heels. And then maybe climb your fingers a little bit further forward so that you feel greater length through your side body. And just into this initial shape of child's pose. Already creating a little bit more space in your body. Let that be an invitation for a little bit more space in your breath. So begin to let the breath swell through your body. And aim for a really sweet and easy rhythm of your breath here. Just letting your breath wash through your body. Climb your fingers a little bit further forward. And on the arrival of your next inhale, go ahead and rise up onto all fours. Spread your fingers wide, calling in the sunshine today. And then curl your toes under and just start to make some circles around your wrists. So keeping a particular emphasis between the thumb and index finger. As you draw circles around your wrist, just notice the mobility or any places that there might be a little bit kind of a sticky energy or a little congestion or tension. And go ahead and switch to the other direction. And still staying full with breath. And then slowly come back through center. Lift up your hands and then place the tops of your hands to the floor with your fingers pointing towards your knees, and your shoulders may not necessarily be over your wrists. And then gently lean backwards, and you can keep that in a stagnant position, or if it feels better, to gently rock forward and back. And then lift up your hands, maybe give them a little bit of a shake. Come back to a normal tabletop with your fingers pointing forward, your palms on the floor, and then just start to turn your fingers out. So your fingertips may point to the long edges of your mat, or maybe you can keep going so that your fingertips are pointing towards your knees. And once again, lean back, either taking just one still lean back, or perhaps you're pulsing a little bit. And it's totally okay if the heels of your hands lift here, but the fingers stay down, just to open up through your palms a little bit more. And then release, maybe shake out your wrists once again. Actually, let's all do this together. Take your hands into fists and then draw some circles with your wrists. But keep squeezing your hands strong. Doesn't matter which direction, we'll do the other side. And then go the other way. All right, so from here, let's come onto all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Regular tabletop, curl your toes under. From here, on your next inhale, cow pose, draw your heart forward, take your gaze up. Exhale, press the earth away from you and round through your spine, chin to chest. A couple more just like that. Inhale, draw your heart forward, collarbones wide. Exhale, round in. Empty up the breath, chin to chest. One more time. Full, bright breath in. Smooth, long breath out. On your next inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Keep your toes curled under. Hover your knees just a couple inches off the floor. Take an inhale breath. Shoulders stay on top of your wrists. As you exhale, tap your right knee above your elbow. Inhale back to your hovering tabletop. Exhale left. And then keep doing that. Inhale back to your tabletop. Exhale, right knee to right upper arm. Inhale back. Exhale, left knee to left upper arm. So do that a few more times, following the pace of your own breath. Staying well connected through the inner edges of your hands. And essentially, as we start to not only invite in a little bit more movement, but see and feel and sense, perceive, notice all the things. A connection to your center as you keep your hands steady and move your legs. The next time that your left arm connects to your left knee, let that be the last one. Come back into your hovering tabletop. Take a big bright breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. You may need to take your feet back a little bit more. Still maintaining that clear connection down through your palms. Press it forward and down so that your side body lengthens. And then lift your sitting bones up like in cow pose. Spread them wide so that it's creating space into your lower back. And from the lift of your sitting bones, allow your heels to descend down towards the floor. And continue to breathe as deep as you can. So at any point in your practice, you're welcome to come into child's pose just as you started, so that you can reestablish the connection to your breath. And I'm always going to offer up the vinyasas, and you can choose to eliminate them, reduce them, and meet us in downward facing dog in a breath. So before we start to move even deeper into your practice, just take a moment to check in with your body and see how it feels this morning. Because your yoga mat is kind of like a little red carpet, inviting you to take both what you need and what you want from your practice. And you leave the rest. Keep pressing your palms down and forward, sitting bones lifting high. 2 more cycles of your breath here. Keep your gaze steady and your breath soft. With that strong connection down through your palms, on your next inhale, lift your heels, roll forward to your high plank, and then exhale to hold here. Smooth, easy breath. Pretend as though you want to pull your palms towards one another to the middle of your mat, and then down towards your heels, so you start to really feel the front of your body light up. And then keep squeezing, toning the muscles of your legs. Take a full, bright breath in, and as you exhale, lower all the way to your belly. See if your chest and your thighs can arrive at the same time. And then once you're down, place the tops of your feet to the floor. From here, take your fingertips onto the surface that is off of your sticky mat at chest height. Anchor your tailbone down, and then inhale, rise up into cobra pose. Exhale, pull your heart forward and down. So a few just like that. Inhale to rise and lift up. Shoulders back, throat back. Exhale, heart forward and down. 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let your breath caress your body and your mind. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. At the bottom of your breath, form a little pillow with your palms. Rest your forehead down. I'm just going to turn to the side so that my voice projects forward. And then from here, stretch your right leg back and then lift it up. Smooth, easy breath. Spin your right inner thigh towards the sky and vigorously reach back through your right toes. Engage your quadriceps. So you might think your leg is straight, but it might actually not be. So actively squeeze and straighten. Keep both of your hip bones down, lift your leg up a little bit higher. Keep reaching back and lifting up. Squeeze all of the muscles of your leg, squeeze into your glutes, lift it up, and then stretch it back and down. Left leg, reach your left leg back, lift it up, spin the inner thigh to the sky and breathe. Keep your belly gently drawing in. Tone all of the muscles of your leg, the lower leg, the upper leg. Feel the kneecap lift. Stretch back, squeeze your glutes. Lift your leg up, up, up. Both of your hip points stay down onto your sticky mat. Stretch your left leg back and lower it down. Pause here, take an inhale breath. With both legs straight and strong, lift both legs up. Keep your forehead down. Straighten your legs and reach back. Think to get really, really, really long. So all of the good work that you did on each leg, you're doing it at the same time here. Maybe the inner edges of the feet touch. Squeeze into your glutes, belly to spine. Lift your legs up, 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 up. And then gently lower down. From here, as though you have a weight on your right heel, squeeze your right heel towards your hip. Anchor your tailbone down and then lift your leg up. Good, smooth, easy breath. See if you can get your right thigh bone up. Hug your right leg towards the midline so that it does not splay out. Lift it up, 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 up a little bit higher. And then slowly lower it down, extend back through your right leg. And then flex your lower leg at the knee. Take a deep inhale, exhale, lift it up. So again, feeling for the tone of your hamstrings. Squeeze into your glutes. See if you can get your left thigh bone up off the floor. Tailbone is rooting down, both hip points up. Lift your left thigh up even higher, and then slowly lower it down. Extend back through your left heel. Take a deep inhale, exhale, squeeze both heels in. Forehead is down, belly to spine. Inhale, exhale, lift up. So even if your thigh bones don't get up, keep intending them for them to rise and lift up. Keep squeezing your hamstrings. Maybe the inner feet, maybe the inner knees touch. Lift up, 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 up. Up, up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more breath. And slowly lower down, stretch your legs back. Place your palms beside your rib cage. Smooth breath, using only the strength of your spine. Inhale to rise. Exhale, lower down halfway. A couple more just like that. Inhale, rise. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale to rise up and pause here. Stretch back through your legs just like the last exercise. You can keep the tops of your feet down or lift them up. Keep your elbows hugging in, then a little bit of weight into your palms as you pull your palms towards your hips. Stretch back through your legs, straighten them even more because they might not be straight and you might think that they are. Maybe the inner edges of your feet touch. Lift up, up, up. Keep the chest lifting as you exhale, lower the tops of your feet. Then inhale, stay there, or straighten your arms to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a pause. Let your sitting bones lift up and wide and soften your heels to the floor. Smooth and steady your breath. 2 more cycles here. Keep your palms pressing down and forward. On your next inhale, rise to your toes, ripple forward to your high plank, look forward. As you exhale, lower down halfway or all the way to the floor. Inhale to cobra or up dog, collarbones wide. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, breath, send your right leg high. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and round through your spine. Inhale to a 3-legged down dog. Exhale, tap your knee to your right upper arm, kind of like on all fours. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale to your left upper arm. Inhale to a 3-legged downward facing dog. Pause here, keep the hips square to the floor. So similar to when you were on your belly, spin your right inner thigh to the sky, lift it up and stretch your right leg back. Tone all of the muscles of your legs, especially on the right one, and straighten your leg. Take one more full inhale, lift your leg higher. As you exhale, draw your knee to your nose and pause. Look forward, breathe in. Step forward, breathe out. Come onto your fingertips, or perhaps grab onto your 2 blocks. Inhale, lunge a little deeper, look up. Exhale, press back and fold, let your head be heavy. 2 more like that. Inhale, draw forward, look up. Exhale, hug your hips back, belly to spine. 1 more, big breath in. And full breath out. On your next inhale, come into your lunge. Pause there, take your blocks off the mat if they were there as you exhale. Hover your fingertips, then inhale, rise to crescent pose, come all the way up. As you exhale, interlock your fingers at your lower back. Anchor your tailbone down. Take a big inhale, stretch your arms away from your chest. Start to bend your back knee for 3 counts, almost to touch the floor, but not quite. Pause, and then stay low in your lunge. Begin to extend your back leg for another 3 counts, belly to spine. 2 more just like that. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Keep pulling your right hip back. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Last time, best time. Exhale slowly. 3, 2, 1. Right hip back. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, stretch your arms to the sky. Keep your arms alongside your ears. Exhale, cast your torso forward. Big inhale, look forward. Exhale, left fingertips to the inner right foot, and then inhale, fly your right arm to the sky. Roll your left shoulder onto your back so your collarbones are nice and wide. Intend for your right thigh to be parallel to the floor. With every inhale, lift your heart forward. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Take 1 more full deep breath in. Twist deeper as you breathe out. Inhale, let your hands to the floor, hug your right knee to your chest. Hold here for the breath out. Inhale, send your right leg back, look forward, chaturanga lower. 2 feet down, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Pause here for 1 breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Left leg high, breathe in. Knee to nose, breathe out, round through your spine. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, tap your left upper arm, rise to your right tippy toes. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale to the right upper arm, keep your hips lifting. Then inhale to a 3-legged down dog, hips are square to the floor. Then like you did on your belly earlier, spin your left inner thigh to the sky. Vigorously stretch back through your left toes. Squeeze the muscles of your legs super strong and then lift your leg a little higher. 1 more inhale, lift your leg high. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose and pause. Look forward, breathe in, step forward, breathe out. Come to your fingertips or grab your 2 blocks. Inhale, lunge a little deeper, look up. Exhale, press back and fold. 2 more times. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Head heavy. 1 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale, come into your lunge if your blocks are there. Exhale, bump them forward, hover your fingertips. Inhale, rise to crescent pose. Exhale, backstroke your arms and interlock with the other thumb on top. Draw your left hip back, stretch your arms away from your body. Take a breath in, bend your right knee for 3, 2, tailbone down, 1. Stay low, extend your back leg for 1, 2, belly to spine, 3. Exhale slowly, 3, 2, front ribs in, pause. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Last one. Exhale slowly. 3, 2, 1. Feel the feels. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Stay for your exhale. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, cast your torso above your front thigh. Pause here, get long through your side body. Exhale, right fingertips to the inner left foot, and then send your left arm up to the sky. Roll your right shoulder on your back. Intend for your left thigh to be parallel to the floor. And with every inhale, lift your heart away from your belly. As you exhale, keep twisting deeper. Keep hugging your inner thighs to the midline. Take one more big inhale. Revolve deeper as you exhale. Inhale, plant your left hand to the floor. Exhale, hug your left knee to your chest. Inhale, send your left leg back, look forward. Chaturanga lower. 2 feet down, inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Take a moment to pause. Soften into your breath. And soften your mind. On your next inhale, rise to your tippy toes. This time as you exhale, tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat. Settle your feet hip distance apart. Fingertips on your sticky mat or palms to shins. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Head heavy. 2 more just like that. Big breath in. Full breath out. 1 more. Inhale deeply, Ardha Uttanasana. Hug your shoulders back. Exhale, Uttanasana fold. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Let your tailbone root as your heart and hands lift. Exhale, pull your hands through heart center. So look down. Make sure there's about like a 1.5 feet or so in front of your toes so that you've got some sticky mat there. Bring your big toes to touch. Take an inhale, lift your heart into your hands. Exhale, release your arms. Press down through your feet. Inhale, stretch up, look up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Knees stay bent. Exhale, swoop your arm bones behind you, ribcage to thigh. Then just the arms move. Inhale alongside your ears. Exhale, lift your heels. Either stay here or open up your knees and plant your hands to the floor for Bakasana. Gaze forward. If you're moving into the arm balance, crow pose, hug your elbows in, and then as you look forward, lean forward. Then hug your heels up towards your hips. For my friends on your feet, on your next exhale, fold forward. Everybody take a deep inhale. Chaturanga is your exhale. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Right leg high, breathe in. Exhale, step forward, warrior 1. Big breath in, root down and rise and reach up. Exhale, chaturanga, keep your gaze forward. Inhale to up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left leg high, breathe in. Step forward, breathe out. Spin your back foot to the floor. Inhale finishes when your arms reach up, look up. Exhale, chaturanga, keep the gaze forward. Trust your body, your feet know where to go. Breathe in, lift your heart. Breathe out, lift your hips. 2 breaths here. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, jump or step, step. Keep that 1.5 feet at the front of your mat, your big toes touch, and fold in. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold into yourself, exhale. Rise to stand, inhale, come all the way up, tailbone down. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. So same flow, but adding on. Exhale, ribcage to your thighs, sweep your arm bones back. Inhale, stretch your arms alongside your ears. Exhale, lift your heels, lower your hips. Option to stay here, or option 2, open up your knees, plant your palms, Bakasana, crow pose. Squeeze your heels up to your hips. If you're on your feet, exhale, fold forward. Take a deep inhale, everyone look forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg high, breathe in. Step forward, breathe out. Spin your back foot down, inhale to rise, warrior one. And then this one we're gonna hold. So the first round of the add-on, we're gonna hold for a few breaths. Keep drawing your right hip back, left hip forward, tailbone down. Spread your fingers and actively reach up. We'll take one more full inhale. As you exhale, ribcage to your thigh like in chair pose, look forward. Keep the arms forward. From here, fly forward, warrior three. Maybe. So like on your belly and like in that three-legged down dog, lift up from your left inner thigh. Anchor your tailbone down and straighten your left leg long and strong. If it's too much with your arms forward, you can always modify and bring your hands to heart. Take one more big breath in. Standing splits, breathe out. So fingertips to the floor. It's that same action with your left leg, straight and strong. Let your head release down so that it is below your heart. Use your fingertips to deepen the fold. One more breath. Keep your left leg long and strong. Inhale, lift your chest. Step back to warrior one with your legs. Inhale to rise and reach up. Exhale, chaturanga or skip it, and we'll meet you in downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Other side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step forward, warrior one. Spin your back foot down. Inhale to rise and reach up and pause here. So like that crescent pose that we did, bending the back knee, actively work to root your tailbone down, lift the front of your hip bones up, aim for the outer right hip to move forward, and keep your front ribs softening in. And as you press down through your feet, actively reach up with your arms. Two more breaths here. Keep rooting down equally through both feet. Big inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, cast your torso to hover above your thigh, look forward. From here, fly forward, warrior three. Do your best to allow the outer edge of your right hip to draw down. Lift up more from your right inner thigh and squeeze your right leg long and strong like you did on your belly and like you did in that three-legged down dog. Stay with your breath. Take a big inhale. Standing splits is your exhale. Fingertips to the floor. And as you ground down into your left leg, stretch up with your right leg. Let your head be heavy. Pull your belly in. Use your fingertips on the floor to deepen the fold and lift your right leg even higher. Right leg strong and straight. Last breath. Lift your right leg up. Inhale, lift your chest. Warrior one with your legs. Take a big step back. Inhale to reach up, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, chaturanga. Follow the wave of your breath. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Two breaths here. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, walk, step or hop your big toes to touch. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold back in. Rise to stand. Inhale, let your tailbone root as your heart and hands lift. Exhale, hinge at your hips, bow forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway up. Fold back into yourself, breathe out. Bend your knees, here we go. Chair pose, reach up. Exhale, ribcage to your thigh, arm bones swoosh back. Then just the arms move. Inhale, lift your heels, exhale. Stay here, or Bakasana. Hug the elbows in, hug the inner thighs, and lift your heels. If you're on your feet, exhale, fold forward. Everybody take a deep inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale to your back bend, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg high, breathe in. Warrior one, breathe out. Inhale, rise and reach up. Arms stay alongside your ears. Exhale, ribcage to your thigh. Inhale, warrior three. Stay for your exhale. Take a big breath in, standing splits, breathe out. Inhale, lift your chest. Warrior one, exhale, step back. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your arms. Exhale, chaturanga. Follow your breath or skip it and we'll meet you in down dog. Inhale, chest lifts. Exhale, hips lift. Left leg high, breathe in. Step forward, spin your back foot down as you breathe out. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, ribcage to your thigh, arms are forward. Look forward, inhale, warrior three. Stay for your exhale. Big breath in, bow forward as you breathe out. Inhale, lift your chest. Step back to warrior one, legs, exhale. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Follow your breath. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, down dog. Pause here, 2 breaths. Get a little longer in the shape of your body, a little bit longer in the shape of your breath. So one more round like that. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, big toes touch. Inhale to lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Rise to stand. Inhale, come all the way up, full stretch. Exhale, hinge at your hips, bow forward. Chair pose, bend your knees, weight into your heels, reach up, breathe in. Ribcage to your thigh, arm bone swoosh back, breathe out. Then just the arms, inhale, stretch alongside your ears. Exhale, lift your heels. Stay here, or last chance, Bakasana. Dig your knees into your upper arms, lean forward, heels up and in. For those of you on your feet, exhale, fold forward. Everybody take a full deep breath in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, step forward, spin your back foot down. Stay low in your lunge. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Arms stay alongside your ears. Exhale, cast your torso forward. Look forward. Inhale, warrior 3. Stay for your exhale. Deep breath in. Standing splits as you breathe out. Lift your left leg higher. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway up. Step back to warrior 1, legs breathe out. Inhale to rise and reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Big breath. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lift your hips. Last side, left leg high, breathe in. Step forward, spin your back foot down, breathe out. Inhale to warrior 1. Arms stay alongside your ears. Exhale, torso forward. Look forward. Inhale, warrior 3. Stay for your breath out. Big inhale, right leg long and strong. Fold forward as you breathe out. Right leg higher. Inhale, lift your chest. Step back to warrior 1, legs breathe out. Inhale to rise and reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Big breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Pause here. Slow your breath. See that your feet are hip distance apart and parallel. Walk your hands towards your feet. And then from here, hook onto your big toes with your peace fingers and thumbs. Inhale, stretch your heart forward. Shift the weight into the knuckles of your toes, squeeze your legs, and then begin to fold into yourself. So to any degree, as you're holding onto your toes here, bend your elbows wide out to the side. And as the crown of your head is moving down, keep lifting your shoulders up. Smooth, steady breath. Keep the weight forward in the knuckles of your toes.
Squeezing the muscles of your legs long and strong. 2 more breaths. Keep holding onto your toes. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, release your fingertips and then heel toe your big toes to touch. Bend your knees. Inhale, chair pose, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands through heart center and twist to the right. Lift your chest so that your thumbs arrive at heart center. And so option, I would like to suggest for you to keep your knees bent. You can stay here or take your left hand to the outside of your right foot and stretch your arms wide. Or if you're taking the arm balance, Parsva. So this is the last time for regular crow, first time for side crow, and only time. If you're taking the arm balance, wiggle your left upper arm as high as you can on the outside of your right thigh. I'm just going to turn a little bit more here. And then take your right hand wide so it does not touch your hip. Gather your elbows in, lean forward, and then kick your heels up, but keep your knees bent. It will be helpful for where we're going. Smooth breath. So wherever you're at, keep your knees bent and let your breath swell through your side body and your back body. If your feet are off the floor, bring them back down. Inhale, chair pose, realign your spine, reach up. Exhale, fold forward, long legs, long spine. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold into yourself, breathe out. Rise to stand, inhale, root your tailbone down, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Other side, bend your knees, inhale, chair pose, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left. So wiggle your right upper arm as high as you can to the outer thigh, and then lift your chest. Breathe in there, or perhaps right hand to the outside of your left foot, and then left arm up. If you're moving into the arm balance, plant your right hand to the floor, take your left hand wide, so absolutely no part of your body eventually is touching your left arm. Then lean forward like in crow pose, gather your elbows in, and then kick your heels up. Wherever you are, stay in the fullness of your breath. 1 more cycle. If your feet are off the floor, place them back down. Knees stay bent. Inhale, Utkatasana chair pose. Exhale, fold forward, long legs, long spine. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Heel toe your feet hip distance apart. And then exhale, walk your hands forward to down dog, option 1, or to plank pose, option 2. If you're in plank, take a breath in. Chaturanga, breathe out. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Just 1 breath here. Inhale, rise to your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, jump or step to the top of your mat. Big toes touch. Inhale to lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold back in. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Let your tailbone root as your heart and hands lift. Exhale, float your hands to your heart center and pause. Take a deep inhale, lift your heart. And then as you exhale, take your hands to your hips. Press down onto your hips with your hands to send energy down, grounding through your legs. Shift onto your right foot and draw your left knee up into your chest, either to hold your knee, or if available, hold onto your big toe or the outer edge of your foot. Then wherever you're at, take an inhale, stand tall, lift your heart away from your belly, and then as you exhale, if you have your foot, send it forward. Keep your gaze steady and your breath steady. Continue to root down through the inner right foot. With your belly to your spine, continue to stand tall. Keep your left leg where you have it. Inhale, reach both arms up. If your left leg was bent, exhale, send it forward. Take a big inhale, stretch through your side body, and then as you exhale, warrior 3. So like on your belly, stretch back with your left leg. So we've been here before in Virabhadrasana 3. You may modify with your hands to your heart or hips, but stay in the fullness of your breath. Allow for the left inner thigh to lift a little higher. 2 more cycles of your breath. Warrior 1 is your exhale, bend into your right leg, take a big step back. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, bring your fingertips on either side of your right foot. Lift your back heel and lower your knee to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, Ardha Hanumanasana. So this is where your 2 blocks could be quite useful. So as you extend back, have your hips kind of above your back knee, but not going all the way back. And your hands can be on your blocks or fingertips to the floor. But dig your right heel into the floor. Keep a little softness into your right knee. Take a deep inhale to lift your chest. And then exhale, bow and fold. 2 more like that. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale to fold. Heart in the direction of your right toes. Keep digging your right heel down. Inhale, lift your chest. Option from here, exhale, you can fold and hold, or start to inch your right foot further away from you. And then maybe keep going. With your hands on your blocks, keep your shoulders above your wrists so that you remain upright if you are moving into a fuller expression of Hanumanasana. If you're in half splits and folding forward, do surrender forward. But if you're moving your legs further apart, keep your shoulders stacked above your hips, shoulders above your wrists. And either expression, you're digging your right heel into the floor. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward, and breathe. You're welcome to close your eyes and go inwards. Soften through your forehead and relax through your jaw. With every inhale, invite in a little more space. And with every exhale, a little more softening. Softening in your body and softening in your mind. Keep digging your right heel in, pull your right hip back, left hip forward. 3 more breaths. Let your next exhale be longer than the last one. If you're folded forward, inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale, however you can make it there, downward facing dog. And that might just be stepping back, or it may mean cycling through vinyasa. Wherever you are, feel for the touch of your breath. Hold downward facing dog 1 more cycle. Inhale, rise to your toes, bend your knees. Exhale, jump or step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold back in. Press down through your feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, draw your palms down the midline and settle into your hips. Press down to ground through your strong, steady legs. Steady your gaze, then shift the weight onto your left foot, and as you exhale, draw your right knee to your chest. Hold for your knee, or hold for your foot. Whichever hold you have, stand tall as you breathe in. Send your right leg forward. If you have your foot, breathe out. And as you hold the steadiness of your gaze, keep the inner eyes soft. So that while you're holding the gaze and you're holding the form of the pose, there's a sense of steadiness, but there's also a sense of sweetness. Keep pressing down through your inner left foot and keep rising up through your breath. Keep your right leg where you have it. And on your next inhale, reach both arms up. If your right leg was bent, exhale, kick it forward. Flex your right foot, big breath in. Then as you exhale, begin to adventure your way into Virabhadrasana 3. Square your hips down to the floor. Lift up from your right inner thigh. Stretch your arms forward and stretch your right leg back. Keep the steadiness and the sweetness in body, breath, and mind. Lift your right leg up. Lift your breath up. Take one more full inhale. Warrior one is your exhale. Bend into your left leg. Step back. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, bring your fingertips on either side of your left foot. Lift your back heel. Lower your knee to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, scooch back. Half splits. Maybe grab your blocks again. Dig your left heel into the floor. Pull your left hip back. A little softness in your left knee. Inhale, lift your chest, and then exhale to fold. 2 more just like that. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bow. 1 more. Big inhale. If you're going into half splits, exhale to fold. If you're moving any deeper, keep your chest lifting and start to take your legs further apart. If you're moving your legs further apart, keep your shoulders stacked above your hips as best you can. Draw your left hip back and your right hip forward, no matter which shape you're in. And also dig your left heel into the floor, a little softness in your left knee. With your belly to your spine, extend your breath. And once again, I invite you to close your eyes and go inwards. Meet yourself exactly where you are. And this is definitely one of those shapes of actively feeling your way into the experience and the expression rather than forcing. Keep the loftiness of your breath. 3 more full cycles here. Let your next exhale be longer than the last one. If your eyes are closed, inhale, open them up, and then exhale, downward facing dog, however you want to move, wiggle, slide, crawl, however you can get there. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then take a moment in downward facing dog to get a little longer in your body and your breath. Keep your arms strong and straight. Inhale, roll forward to your high plank. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Once you're down, place the tops of your feet to the floor. Interlock your fingers at your lower back. And with your hands, stay on your belly. Instead of making a tight fist, have your palms open to stretch out the wrists, because we've done a lot on our hands today, okay? So there's a lot of space in your palms, but the fingers are interlaced right up to the webbing. Anchor your tailbone down, press down through the tops of your feet as you stretch your legs back long and strong, and then inhale, begin to lift your chest. You can keep your feet down, or with your long, strong legs, lift them up. Maybe the inner feet touch and the inner knees touch. Breathe. Take 1 more full breath in, and then lower down, breathe out, relax your arms, and look over one shoulder. Soften into your belly. Last cycle of your breath here. From here, plant your palms beside your rib cage, like if you were going to go into cobra pose. Forehead is down.
Stretch back through your legs. Press the tops of your feet to the floor so that your knees lift. Anchor your tailbone down. Keep toning the muscles of your legs. Keep your forehead down. Take an inhale. You're going to keep the shape of your arms. And as you exhale, just lift your hands up. So they're still in that cobra shape, or chaturanga arm, if you will. Keep your palms lifting. And now inhale, curl your chest forward and up. Smooth, easy breath. Keep lifting your upper arms up. Hands are hovering. Maybe take the legs up. Breathe. Legs stretch back strong and straight. The breath is smooth and deep. Take one more inhale, rise up. Keep your chest lifting. Exhale, lower your legs and your hands. Inhale, begin to curl up a little bit more or all the way into upward facing dog, and we'll hold this one. So whether you're in cobra pose, if you're in cobra pose, your pelvis is down on the floor, and you might be just lifted a little bit, or maybe a whole lot. If you're in up dog, only the tops of your feet and your palms are on the floor. Keep pulling your hands in the direction of your hips, so that you're shining the light of your heart forward, and let your eyes be in the direction of your heart. Yogi pro tip. One more breath. Keep your belly to your spine. Take a big inhale, knees to the floor as you exhale, belly to spine. Make your way to extended child's pose, the tops of your feet to the floor. Take a moment to pause there. Soften your forehead to the mat. Take one more full inhale. Let something go as you exhale. As you inhale, rise up onto all fours. Walk your knees. I was like, what are those things called? Your knees. Walk them forward. You're going to take Supta Virasana. So you might want to have a block handy to sit in between, but your feet are hip distance apart. Take the flesh of your calf to drop back and out to the side so that you can sit in between your heels. Knees are pointing forward. Fingertips can come onto the mat. Inhale, lift your chest. Draw your tailbone forward towards your knees. And then maybe you're going to make it down onto your forearms and breathe here. This is a great place to be. Keep the tailbone forward so the lower back is long. Or maybe lie all the way down. Keep the tailbone forward and the energy of your thigh bones reaching forward and down. Soften your front ribs in, and perhaps take your arms overhead and hold onto opposite elbows. Soften into the current of your breath. Let your breath wash through your body and through your mind. Keep extending your tailbone towards your knees. Front ribs draw in. Three more cycles of your breath. Take a deeper inhale and a slower exhale. If your arms are overhead, bring them beside you. Press into your forearms with your belly to your spine. You come out the same way. Coming back onto all fours to release the back of your knees. Just stretch one leg back. And then take the other leg back. And then from here, cross your ankles, have a seat, and extend your legs forward. I'm going to face you this way. So with your legs forward, Keep your left leg long. Bend your right leg in and cross your ankle on top of your thigh. Your fingertips beside you. Bend your left leg into a seated thread the needle. Think of cow pose here, so stick your butt out behind you and aim your right knee away from your right shoulder. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, take it into double pigeon as you bring your left shin parallel to the front edge of your mat, stacking your right ankle on top of your thigh. Ensure that both of your sitting bones are to the floor. Take your fingers forward, breathe in, and then fold forward, breathe out. Keep your sitting bones rooting down, especially if you're folding forward into double pigeon pose. And as though you were in down dog, the ridge of your palm presses forward and down so that your hips come back and down. Almost as you can imagine, it's like a self-assist if you had your hands on your upper thighs and the top of your femur, the thigh bone, to ground it down. And that grounding down of your pelvis will invite in a little more space into the outer hips. Let your head release. And I invite you to close your eyes and soften inwards. When you notice that you're thinking about something, and be interested to notice what those thoughts are, only so that you become aware that you're thinking, and let those thoughts go and return your awareness to the rise and fall of your breath. See if you can allow for a deeper and wider breath. And with every exhale, fold in a little bit deeper. If you're folding forward, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, walk your hands in, fingertips beside you. Unravel your legs, extend them forward, keep your right leg long. Bend your left leg in, press your ankle on top of your thigh. Fingertips beside you, step your right heel closer to your body. Extend your left knee away from your left shoulder and breathe here as you keep your left foot flexed. Again, if you're staying seated, there's often a tendency to kind of round through your lower back. So think of cow pose, think to stick your butt out behind you. Or feel free to take your right shin parallel to the front edge of your mat to double pigeon pose, Agni Stambhasana. Sitting bones equal to the earth, and then in your own time begin to bow forward. Especially if you're in double pigeon pose, stay active and alert through both of your feet. Sometimes I even like to place my palms on my feet to give a little bit of feedback so my hands are pressing in while my feet press out. It's usually a whole new world in the outer hips there. But you may also choose to keep your arms forward, palms pressing forward and down. Feel for a sense of surrender in your upper body. And a sense of grounding through your lower body. Let your breath do the work here. Relax through your jaw. Relax through your entire upper body. And breathe as deep as you can. To the best of your ability, letting your awareness focus on the rise and fall of your breath. Relax your shoulders. How smooth and soft can your breath be? Let your next exhale be deeper than the last one. And when your next inhale arrives, go ahead and begin to rise up if you're folding forward. And then slowly release, extend both legs forward. Have your heels near the front edge of your mat. Reach your arms forward, breathe in, and then roll onto your back, breathe out. And you're welcome to slide into Shavasana, or if you prefer Supta Baddha Konasana. If you've got your two blocks nearby, you can always prop your blocks underneath your thighs for a little bit more support. And then just let your palms rest wherever it feels most at ease. And let your breath empty out completely. And take a big, bright inhale for 1. Inhale 2. Keep breathing in. Inhale 3. Keep breathing in. Open your mouth. Exhale. Release. And relax. Let your shoulders and your hips be heavy. And as you feel for a sense of grounding throughout your entire body, also tune in to a sense of lightness. Take up space in your body. From the outer body to the inner body. Keep softening, releasing, and letting go. And you're welcome to remain in this shape as you are. Or in your next few breaths, go ahead and make your way into a tall seat, either cross-legged or kneeling. And if you are making your way to a tall seat, stack your head above your heart. And once again, tune into the sweet flow of your breath. Take one more full inhale, sit taller. And as you exhale, gather your hands together at your heart center and gently bow in. Take one more full, bright breath in. And let it all go as you breathe out. Thank you so much for your presence and your practice. Namaste.